Aren't you?
Let's see if people have persuaded me that we should have a month-long Pride celebration. This is London Zoo with the animals celebrating Pride. We've got some footage of this, I think. Funny, and I want to make it crystal clear. I support Pride, OK? I'm proud of Pride. I have always campaigned, you know, as a broadcaster for equal rights for all gay people and for trans people and for every other one of those letters that increases by the week. But do we really need this?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. Look, I love London
Animals
Zoo.
at London Zoo. Virtue signalling.
I take my grandkids.
About something they know nothing about.
I take my grandkids to London Zoo all the time. They always try and get you engaged in other ways. Are you going to be against Easter egg hunts, London Zoo, or Christmas celebrations?
Easter egg hunts political?
Later in the week, they're going to have, you know, a lot of information on conservationists.
But here's the point.
Scientists who are getting, and also in the animal kingdom.
Why do only the LGBTQ1I, I can't remember the rest of it, but why does only that group of communities get a whole month?
Yeah,
well, this is the thing. I'm sorry. I dread Pride Month. I think it doesn't need to be a whole month. It can just be a weekend. I don't see why we need to have, you know, 30 whole days of this celebration or whatever.
I think it's ridiculously over the top.
Yeah,
and the thing is, there's always...
And why does absolutely everything have to be, you know, the rainbow? Why?
Yeah, but there's Black History Month. Now, maybe London Zoo don't do anything with that. Now, they might.
Black History Month, you don't go around everywhere and everywhere is a sea of Black History.
No, what would you do for Black? Paint everything black?
Maybe it should.
What would you do on Black? Literally paint everything black.
Well,
it's not been commercialised in the same way because it actually means something.
Maybe it will down the line.
Why don't we have Veterans Month?
Yeah, you could have.
But why don't we?
If you propose it.
Why don't we? Oh, people have proposed it.
Well, people have to.
But why? In other words, why do veterans who serve their country, who get wounded, why don't we have a month for them?
Yep.
And that's a legitimate question.
All right, rather than Armed Forces Day. Well, maybe
why not have Armed Forces Month?
Maybe a political party or the government or veterans themselves could campaign for it. Because why do we have Pride? We have Pride because gay people who used to suffer appalling bigotry and discrimination,
the truth, though,
to some extent,
young people, they don't need Pride because they're not. Everything's moved on.
Yeah.
Young people don't really get this whole sexuality thing. I mean, they don't.
I mean, for my generation, it just feels like overkill.
They'll be told for a month you've got to let people be equal. They feel it.
But it's kind of moved. Once it was defiance, now it's become more of a celebration.
All right. Roseanne Barr, this is quite interesting. So she's in the middle of a huge furore in America. Obviously, a controversial comedian in many ways. She's been cancelled and so on. She made a comeback, and she said this.
And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Right. So on the face of it, utterly shocking. What is she doing? She's denying the Holocaust. She's saying 6 million Jews should be killed. The host is laughing. They should be cancelled. There's just one problem. That was a severely edited clip of a satirical, much longer version in which she was actually being heavily sarcastic and talking about the modern scourge where false information, lies, are mandated to be accepted by the public, by the force of social media and so on. That certain lies... Now, it may have been a strange way to go about making your point, but you've got to show it in context. She can't be cancelled for something which is inherently not an accurate reflection of what she was doing.
No, and I agree.
She's Jewish.
100% Jewish, as she said.
And she obviously doesn't deny the Holocaust. She's on the record many times talking about the horrors of the Holocaust.
She can be incredibly offensive, as she was when she was cancelled from a TV show because she compared a black woman in the Obama administration to an ape. But here, where I thought she was particularly ill-judged, is she was basically saying there was election fraud. And it's a mandated truth that there was no election fraud when Biden beat Trump. Now, You can query that, but don't then bring in the Holocaust to that. Now, I know she was being sarcastic,
well,
but I think she was incredibly clumsy.
Very, yeah, you're right. It's very poor satire. I think what she is showing, though, in the wider context of this, is the fact that there are people that picked up on it and just got outraged, and they didn't contextualize it for their audience. And she's basically making the case
some of them are coming
misinformation.
under fire, the people who've led that, who've got big followers, and they're now putting out the whole thing, oh, by the way, this is the full context.
Exactly.
Which actually, when you watch it, we haven't got time to play the full context, but when you do, it's crystal clear she is being sarcastic.
Yeah.
She doesn't mean what she said there.
Absolutely.
She actually means the opposite. Now, you may not agree with the other point she's making, but this is what I think one of the dangers of social media really is that something like that gets taken out of context, and before you know it, it's gone worldwide, you know, via YouTube, via Twitter, via Facebook, via Instagram. Everyone's outraged, and most people won't ever see the in-context piece.
Absolutely.
They will just think Roseanne Barr's denied the Holocaust. Before you know it, boom, she's cancelled.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the insane world we now live in.
Yeah, but it is fact there was a Holocaust, but it is also fact the election wasn't stolen in the US. Now, for her to then mix the two,
try and compare the two. I mean, it's a poorly done comparison.
But you're right. She's not anti-Semitic.
Yeah. But you bet, if you look at social media, it's a wash with Roseanne Barr denies the Holocaust. And that is a problem for modern society. Anyway, Hank, great to see you both. Thank you very much indeed. I won't ask you for your view of the Ashes, because I don't think either of you... Do you like cricket?
I love cricket. I got the last 3 days of the Oval.
I'm literally obsessed with the Ashes, obsessed with cricket, but I find myself, it's a lonely old world out
Lords
there.
is the best ground, but in a way, although Root took those 2 wickets at the end, I was thinking maybe it was a shame.
I actually
put
sat
the
with...
on the wicket and delayed
I was
the
actually
game.
sitting today with Andrei Shevchenko, who's actually got a massive game, the football legend. We've got a massive football match, charity game for Ukraine, coming up on August the 5th. So it was the one that I interviewed Alexander Zinchenko, the Arsenal player, about. The two of them are captaining teams. August the 5th, Stamford Bridge, an amazing cause. Game for Ukraine. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.